This is exciting.
Perfect. Yeah, well, I really appreciate you buying less.
Oh, dude, I definitely needed it, bro. I'm tired of losing again in Dorset locals, bro.
I feel that's one that takes just the fear factor, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I usually have a couple questions I ask students right at the very
Hmm.
beginning.
Right.
Uh, First off, what skill level would you say you see yourself
Well, I've only been playing competitive for like about a week, but a lot of people tell me that I'm pretty like above average for somebody who's just start playing the game for a week competitively with no items. So I would say I'm a low level player, I would say.
at? Okay,
But some people just say I've had like some people like some of the best players in my school. They say like I just have really good fundamentals because I'm seasoned in a lot of FGCs.
that
Like I
makes
played
sense.
Tekken, KOF, so I just know like he's like they say I got a decent neutral because I
Okay,
I
yeah,
know to play FGCs.
yeah. Knowing the concept of whiff punishing is out of a lot of
Yeah,
players.
yeah, literally all the time. Like it's kids at my school that literally been playing the game for so long, and sometimes I'll upset them because they just know how to whiff punish. They'll do something so unpunishable. And I'm like, dude, I know what it feels like to get like hit on shield, and it doesn't feel correct. So I'm just gonna up B here, dude.
Yeah, you don't need ridiculous mechanics to F smash someone who just throws something out. All right, you got your Switch in front of you?
Yeah, yeah, I got my whole setup right here.
Nice. So what is your main? Well, okay. I'm guessing since you've only been playing for a week, you don't really have VODs to, right? You haven't really played in tournament or anything.
I went to Sova. Well, I'm in Sova, so they have locals, but they
Gotcha.
didn't record my VODs. I do have some of my playing against my brother who's played this game a little bit more than me, but I'm starting to catch up with him, surprisingly.
Gotcha.
Um,
Well,
but he's always played competitive.
I think probably the most helpful thing we could do is play. So
Right, right, right,
I sent you my arena ID and everything. You can
right.
hop
I'm
in.
I'm, I'm hopping in right now.
Do you main Ike?
Yeah, I think I'm going to main him because at first 'cause I was like, okay, I play FGC, so I'm gonna play Ryu and Ken, but I just feel like in this game there's so I don't know if it's the buffer system of this game, but sometimes I just do a combos that just doesn't work out for me. So now I just went to Ike because I like played
Yeah.
him in Brawl as like a little kid. So and then I saw you got kind of buffed in this game, so I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
Ryu and Ken are weird. In that they just match characters.
right, yeah,
They're not great for learning the game. There's like a lot. I feel like there's a lot of Shoto players who cannot play any other characters for that reason, because they're used
yeah.
to how weird.
It's opposite for me. I mean, I'm a Tekken player traditionally, but
I got you.
they feel like I'm playing it, but when I do their inputs and stuff, it's really off.
Yeah, the buffer system makes it weird. It takes getting used to for sure. I hear my Shoto main friends complain about it all the time. Okay. So, judging from this now, and again, we've just started, and there's a long way to go. The number one thing I think every new player should get down is making sure that you can short hop consistently and making sure that you're fast falling everything. And I know that seems obvious, but there can be a lot of times when you're not doing it and you don't notice. And it's really important that you get it to feel like absolutely automatic. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think drills have diminishing returns for sure. Like more advanced players, and as you go, they become less necessary because you've got the mechanics down. But until the point where you feel completely comfortable and you don't have to think to do really much of anything, that's the main thing I would focus on, is learning the mechanics on a level where you don't have to think ever. And you've got basic combos here, I see that. We'll just play for a bit and then
Lost the jumper. Now jumper.
yeah, that's a big part of the Ditto. Yeah, Aether and neutral is a big commitment. You got to think about what are you gaining, right? If you hit me with that Aether, what happens? I take 20% and then neutral resets. So like, it's not worth the risk of you getting hard punished most of the time, unless you have like a really solid read. Okay.
Gotcha. Hmm.
So you're again, mechanics I think are the number one thing I would focus on because it's the easiest thing to improve.
Right.
Just make sure you're always fast falling. I go into training mode most of the time.
Hmm.
And I'll just move around. Um, let's go to battlefield because
Battlefield.
that's yeah. I got it.
Okay.
Um, and I'll sort of show you some of the stuff that I do, just
Okay.
as like a little drill that you can run for 5 minutes. You know, do it 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. It'll help you improve a lot.
Gotcha.
And again, there's no like specific movement stuff. I do a lot of just like wastelands for no real reason. I don't do them in match much, but you want to make sure that you're fast falling at the absolute apex of your short hop, which you're doing. You're doing well right there. But I usually just try to do this 20 times in a row.
Right. That's what I've been learning how to do. That's what my brother told me how to do.
Yeah, and you're
He
doing
told me
great
that,
right
and
now.
then do it like back and forth, just like.
Yeah. Make sure you're able to move.
And then you can like mix it up like with a full hop. You said like if you're trying to do like eighth or you can double jump back and stuff like that.
And then once you feel like you've got it with just a short hop, start mixing in nairs. Make sure that the sword disappears in front of you. You're auto canceling at the lowest possible point for maximum shield safety. You know the concept of shield safety and everything?
Sort of like that's been the hardest thing for me is like feeling punishes. Like I can whiff punish pretty well, I think, but feeling it like on my shield is something's unsafe has been really weird.
Yeah, that's part of the problem with that is that Ike's out of shield is really bad.
Yeah. I noticed I got like punished and I'm trying to take an option out of shield because I'm like, okay, maybe backer will work here, and I'm like, oh.
Do you know how the armor on Ike's Aether works? Because that's
Yeah. So isn't it like on frame 5 of when he starts up the move, it has super armor until he throws the sword up in the air, then he catches it normal spawn, right? Something like
yes. Okay, frame 5 is the armor, frame 15 is the hitbox.
that. Okay.
So you come from FGC, you understand things being minus and plus on block, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So Ike's Nair is -5, but only if you hit like. Go ahead and shield for me.
Okay.
So if I hit you like this, just hold your shield. If I hit you like this, that's not going to be -5 because like I hit the top of your shield. It was just kind of a lazy Nair. It's going to be -5. Come over here and shield so I don't hit the platform. It's going to be -5 when you do like that and you like land on the same frame you hit. You're almost never going to get it perfect even when you get like really good. But the worst, the most important thing is that shield grab when your shield gets hit is going to come out on frame 11.
Okay.
So you'll want to be safer than that. Because you don't want to be able to get shield grabbed. So like I'm gonna hit your shield, you try to grab me here.
Okay.
See?
Right.
Like that's a huge part of footsies, Just you can use that as a bait. A lot of people think that they can shield grab it. A lot of Ikes space unsafely. So
yeah, they always spaced on top, and like I even did it when I was like really bad, just falling on top of someone directly.
Yeah.
And then I played against this Bowser player at my school. He just upbeat me all the time.
So. Oh yeah. Because Bowser's up is frame 6, so he'll teach you pretty quick. You can if you're spacing perfectly, you can shield his up because it's -5.
Right.
But then you have the concept of stale move. Do you know about that?
Yeah, so as the move you use more in the rotation, I think it's like 9 or 10, somebody told me.
Yeah.
And then it gets worse and worse.
Exactly. It gets, well, I wouldn't say worse because it can actually make it combo better. But it gets less strong, which means it's less safe on shield. So Ike's Nair can actually go down to -6 or -7 on shield if it's really stale. So then you won't ever be able to shield even if you perfectly space against Bowser or other characters who have good out of shield options. Okay, so you practice, basic practice stuff. Let's get back to that. So yeah, short hop nairing, that's a huge deal. Just short hop fast falling. I would practice doing low spaced back airs, a really good one.
Okay.
Trying to make sure you get this fast fall and back air out. Do you use the stick to aerial?
Yeah, I use stick for aerials.
Yeah, that's good most of the time. I use A occasionally, especially for up airs.
Yeah, up air I use A.
But for like this, if you want a full drift, you have to use the stick. Because otherwise you're like holding back for a second and you'll lose.
Yeah, and I think it's because I learned like attack cancel kind of recently.
Oh, nice.
So like that's why I have to like use stick like for my back here.
I don't really attack cancel much. I can do it.
I just
but
use it as 0 when I gotta go down to
Yeah.
back there.
that
It's
is it.
literally the only time.
Yeah, it's well. Have you seen my video on the subject?
Yeah, I've been trying to get that comment for a while, but it's still a little bit too advanced for me, I think.
I got you. Yeah, it's just a really tight window. I
Yeah.
don't. Sometimes I'll go for fair and then just option cover at 0. Easier, especially online.
I've got it a
but
couple
eventu-
times.
Yeah, but eventually you'll get the muscle memory down and be able to hit it. It's good for forcing air dodges even if you don't get the perfect timing, so not that bad.
Okay.
And then I would start early with getting down falling up air and trying to get it to hit grounded opponents. I'm actually doing it. Because the cool thing about falling up air...
Catches jumps, right?
Yeah, but also, look at this. Okay. See if I can space this right. It's pretty precise. Okay, so that misses. That hits.
Ooh, okay.
Back hit up air actually has more range than nair. By a lot. By like a lot. It hits way back there. And it combo starts just as well. Like, I can do... well, you're at like 40 now, but yeah, stand there. I can do falling up air, into up air, and it's completely true. You can't do anything.
Oh,
And that's like 35%. And you know, that's just like landing nair up air or whatever.
Yeah.
But it does even more damage. So it's something to keep in mind. And it's also really good for catching jumps, as you said, because it just hits this massive space behind you and it's hugely disjointed.
Like I played Ike Ditto last tournament and he caught a lot of my jumps with that.
Yep. Okay. I think you're getting the movement mechanics down. I can tell. You didn't really grab me at all.
I was trying to go for tomahawks, but like you down tilted me, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I like learned tomahawks pretty decently.
Yeah,
but you saw them. You saw them.
Yeah, that's something to keep in mind in neutral a lot. Is especially since I was parrying a lot. You know, whenever your opponent starts parrying a lot, tomahawk is the rock paper scissors answer to. You know?
Right.
You get no sympathy from me.
Yeah, let's play another game.
All right. Word.
But yeah, you seem to have a good idea of how to improve. I don't really have too much to say about that. Like, you're already drilling, you're already getting the mechanics down. I think the big thing is going to be VOD review then. Making sure you look and see what's getting you punished, and then making sure you have a good concept of risk reward. And again, this is where your FGC fundies are going to help, but you know, I don't know enough about it. I wish I knew enough about Tekken to give you a good example.
I've had like a Tekken player at school. Like he also plays Smash, and I also have like a FGC guy that I play with who plays Smash, plays Ken. But they just give me like just basically just always tell me that my neutral is better than them because I'm the best Tekken player at the school right now. So it's mainly just becoming better at this.
Yeah, you're spacing well. Again, yeah, you want to go for the max space nairs, but
Yeah.
I'm telling you something you already know.
I mean, I play a character in Tekken called Claudio, and basically he has like kind of like a nair, and it's like a hopkick that covers his entire body that comes at like frame 15. But if you space it well, like literally, it's unsafe. It's safe. They can't do nothing about it. They can't even jab, and if jab comes out frame 9, so it's a big deal in that game, and that's why I main. So I kind of got the concept when I like was looking at Ike and who play Ike, especially MK Leo in the beginning, and I was like, okay, this is a big move with a big hitbox that reminds me of a character I play. So maybe I should pick him up instead of trying to learn Ken and breaking my fingers.
Yeah, Ken's kind of cheating. He'll just skip a lot of fundies to get that character. Ike skips some fundies. Ike doesn't have to do spot dodge wars because of range. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Since you can just max space everything, you don't have to worry as much about getting perfect timing. Oh, that's an interesting down smash.
I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do down tilt, but it was gonna be the same thing. It's just 5-5, man.
Do you play with tilt stick?
Yes. I play with tilt stick and I changed on my shoulder buttons to jump.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Yeah, I would down tilt back air there, just because it's less metal. But you know what? Down smash is well, it's not as fast, but easier to. It worked. Well, even if you did it by accident. I'm probably going to beat you up in the Ditto just because I know how to edge guard Ike incredibly well, as you can imagine.
Right.
But yeah, your neutral's coming.
Ooh, got me. I was trying to drift back to the ledge and so I can air dodge there.
Yeah, that's once you get like how to play neutral with like, that's the second most important thing I'd say. Is oh, I could have done something there.
Yeah, I know there's like a 50-50 with the up airs like underneath platforms and things like that. That I've been trying to get through.
Yeah, that's really good to know. I'll show you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can
that's
edge guard
actually-
now.
Yeah, I saw the forward there like lag come off a bit.
Yeah, that I couldn't have gone that deep for 8.0.
Yeah.
Now we got that.
I mean, I do it to my
Nice.
brother all the time because he plays Terry and he just counters recovery and forward air him a lot off stage.
Yep.
And he just rage quits sometimes. It's kind of funny.
I usually just eruption against Terry.
Yeah, that too. I've been trying to do that because there's two Ike players. There's one that plays kind of like you, like really patient, and there's the other one that just plays super aggro and just like presses B at the ledge.
That doesn't work offline, playing super aggro. Not really, anyway. You have to be, I don't know. You have to like be in your opponent's head
there's
for
a
that to work.
mix.
Alright, you see how much space that up air covered?
Yeah, I gotta start using
Leave
that.
these
It's
things.
just, I'm just trying to find like how do I use it? Like, what's the convenient time for it?
Yeah. So whenever you think your opponent's gonna jump, and it's also a really good safe way to pressure platforms. If your opponent.
Yeah,
is
it's
on
like
it.
can't you like fast fall it, and then like in case they like jump, then you can get them with a double jump up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're shielding on a platform, it's a really good fake out tool. I learned that a while ago from a He Who Must Not Be Named video. That was a 0, but it's a bait I've been using a lot.
Yeah. The Wi-Fi got me, man. I did not mean to air dodge.
Yeah,
there.
I could tell. I don't usually down air, but you didn't have any options there, so. One thing I would try to use, at least when you can, is back hit of nair. I like your back airs here are really good. You have good instincts on that. It's our best and safest pressure tool because it actually does shield damage, unlike the rest of our aerials. So it'll bait out jumps and things, and it's also pretty safe. Okay.
Yeah, I fast followed by accident. I was just trying to go at the ledge, but I was like, okay, we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna eighth him.
So none of our aerials can be shield grabbed if spaced correctly, so that's a huge deal. That's why people get so frustrated with Ike. They're used to just brain dead shield grabbing face value.
Right. Like this Luigi main that reminds me of like this Luigi main at my school who literally shields grabs all the time just to get the 0 to death.
Luigi's shield grab is like frame 18 or something. It's not good.
Yeah, but he does it all the time. I mean, he beat the best Luigi just last week at Loki's. So I was like, that's interesting.
That's a volatile character right there.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I learned these back airs just because like I was playing Cloud too. So like it's a habit. It's a habit because I'm like, okay, this feels like Cloud back air, just not as good.
I wouldn't even say it's not as good. It's frame 7. It's really fast.
Yeah.
And it kills way earlier than Cloud's back air. Plus we can combo into it. Like I don't know. I don't know if I'd even say it's worse than Cloud's.
I was trying to drop down.
So I'm of the opinion that Ike is significantly better than Cloud. A lot of people disagree with me on that one.
I don't know. I'm still new, so I don't really gotta.
You don't have a double jump, so I'm gonna bully you. That's one thing you want to pay attention to. You know about like the little circle, right?
What do you mean?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. If the circle of you jumping, yeah.
So whenever you're comboing someone or being comboed, pay attention to the space under yours or their feet. And look for that little circle, because if you see that circle, they don't have a double jump. And if they don't have a double jump, that's when it's time to just like juggle the shit out of them or edge guard them, because they just have so many fewer options. I don't know what I just did. I've never done that in my life.
Yeah, that was really weird. I'm like, okay, I thought he was gonna stay in shield, so I'm safe here.
Yeah, double jump down air edge guard. There's Tomahawk. And, I've conditioned you to be afraid of my falling aerials. I think I would parry a lot to answer that, but I know how hard it is on mine. I parry Ike a lot just because it's like you get so much reward. Oh. Good call out.
Interesting.
That was supposed to be back air and a shield. Count as a roll. So quick draw is not safe at all on shield. Like minus 22 or something. So I would be careful using it in neutral like that. If you're going to, do you know how to auto cancel it?
No. That's one thing I didn't learn yet.
Okay, so it's entirely a height thing. Hold on, let me just show you the mechanics of how quick draw works.
Mm-hmm.
So you notice how I have that animation and then I go into free fall?
Yeah.
So if you land before the free fall starts, before like Ike starts blinking, you can act out right away. So it's basically a height thing. But if I do it from up high, look how long it takes me to jab. See how long that was? Versus
yeah.
So it's almost entirely a height thing. And you can also fast fall to make it easier. Another thing is, you know about acting out of quick draw if you hit someone, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, so stand on ledge right here.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just let me hit you so I can show you what I mean. So if you hit someone, well, I grabbed ledge, but if you hit someone, you have 60 frames, so exactly 1 second to act before you go into free fall. So, you know, you can hit, like, actually just shield on ledge. It's so hard to illustrate this without like having you jump into me. But if you hit someone with your quick draw, or you hit their air dodge or something, again, you have 60 frames before you go into free fall, and you can jump, you can air dodge, or you can up B.
Okay.
So if I hit you with quick draw right here, I can then double jump out, and that's something a lot of Ikes don't seem to know, you know, that you actually have a lot of options there. Okay, we can play it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just thought, oh, well, he's Ike, he's gonna jump, so. So one thing about falling up air is it is going to be significantly more useful in the Ike matchup than most, just because of how tall he is. It's just a lot easier to hit him standing. I tried to parry that, I'm not sure why.
Oh wow.
So, again, if you have any questions, throw them out. Anything you specifically wanted to know or learn?
Well, main thing, because I'm new, disadvantage has been kind of weird, and I know Ike has a horrible disadvantage.
See,
and
it's kind of true.
Yeah.
I think it's underrated, but you know, it isn't great.
Right.
So you just want to keep in mind all your options. Your recovery is the biggest thing. So save your double jump. I'm sure you've heard that.
Yeah.
That's true, but also sometimes it's literally just safest to double jump quick draw. Another thing people don't think about much is you actually have a pretty good air dodge with Ike. Like, do you see how far away I was there? Yeah.
Right.
Ike's airspeed isn't that bad.
Yeah, I saw Raven King doing that in a couple of his VODs. Yeah. I was watching players, and he does that a lot. Sometimes he's underestimated using A3 because I know A3 is extremely punishable.
Yeah, you basically want to avoid using Aether at all times unless it's absolutely necessary. but you know, sometimes you don't have a choice. And when you don't have a choice, you want to make sure that you're spacing it as well as you can to try not to get punished. And that means as far away from ledge as possible, and usually as low as possible. Against characters with counters, you actually kind of want to go a little bit higher, because then they'll have to like jump or something to hit you.
Okay.
But the biggest thing is just being aware of all your resources. Again, save your double jump when you can, but don't obsess over saving it, because then people are just, you're going to be predictable. Because like if you always drift back in, or if you always drift towards ledge and then quick draw, I killed myself, you know what I mean? People are just going to start getting in your way and hitting you. So yeah, it's all about mix, just like everything else in the game. It's all about not being predictable, because you actually have more options than you. Again, the options are usually going to be double jump, air dodge, quick draw straight back to ledge, double jump, charge, quick draw either onto stage or to ledge, or aether if you're desperate. Those are things to keep in mind.
Okay.
So yeah, you charge quick draw too early. Something I'm noticing is like you're committing to a recovery option when you actually have a lot of time to wait.
Okay.
Because if you start up the quick draw charge, I know you have to charge it for a bit, or you're not even going to land on stage. So that makes you pretty much 100% predictable as soon as you hit that quick draw button. Which is giving me my opportunities to edge guard you. See, like there, you always charge it there. So if I just go out and get you, okay, don't charge it yet. You have options. Yeah, see, you waited. You mixed, and I didn't edge guard you. That was like the first time I failed an edge guard on you, and it's because you didn't do the same thing. Nice. So yeah, it's just all about awareness. Be aware of what worked before, what didn't, and then mix it up. Just like in any fighting game.
Yeah. Should have air dodged up.
You should air dodge up there, yeah. You had a good instinct going high with Aether there to try to avoid my counter, but I've just played against Ike so much, I know exactly what to do.
I'm not getting these confirms on Wi-Fi that well.
Yeah, I understand.
It's different timing, I guess.
That was a really good backer. That was good awareness of where I would be.
Yeah, I mean, somebody just told me like to hit where they think you're gonna go instead of where they are at the moment.
Oh yeah.
So I just had to make a 50-50 prediction, and I'm pretty decent at those.
So yeah, that's the core of neutral. It's that plus risk management, right?
Right.
You don't want to just always be guessing. You want to make an educated guess, and you want that guess to be based on what you stand to gain and what you lose.
Okay.
If you're at 150%, you don't want to throw out a smash attack if your opponent's at 20, because they're not going to die.
There's no point. Yeah, there's no point.
So it's like, even if you're 99% confident in that read, that's a 99% chance that you get 20 damage and a 1% chance that you just die. I mean, maybe 99 is high enough that you could do it, but why would you when you could do something that, you know, the worst punish?
Oh my, I tried parrying it twice and countering.
I like it. Like I said, if it's space correct, you do have to jump counter. You know, why down smash when you could down tilt and get just as much reward for a lot less risk? There you go, you charge that Aether again, or that quick draw. But you know, you adapted, and the next time you didn't do it. So good.
Jump high.
Yeah, you recover high a lot, which I think is out of fear. Ike mains are generally very afraid to recover low.
Yeah, I mean, I've been bullied so much about it.
Once you mix in those air dodges, though, it'll become a lot less scary. Like there, you had your double jump. You could have double jump air dodged. Which, you know, I didn't punish it, but I should have punished it.
I was trying to neutral air dodge there because I had a feeling.
Yeah, you had no double jump. I was trying to wait out the air dodge, but then you didn't, so I just went for the back air. You see how I waited before I committed to the quick draw? Aether is again one of those moves that's very punishable. It's like minus 29 on shield. It will get you killed if you do it too much.
Gotcha.
For not all that much reward. My main neutral tools are going to be Nair, falling up air, up tilt, and down tilt. Nice. Your movement's good. Another big thing, and you seem to already be doing this, is practice falling through platforms. That's going to be huge. They're so sticky and so annoying. You want to make sure that you're not only falling through, but you're getting a fast fall. And that'll just speed
you can
up.
fast fall through? Oh, I didn't even know that.
You double tap. Tap to go through and then tap again, and you'll fast fall.
Oh, okay. Like that.
That's gonna speed up your movement so much. People watch my Ike or like any good Ike, and they're like, "How do you move so fast with this character? You feel so sluggish." I'm like, "Well, you're just not fast falling at every opportunity, and so you're less actionable." You know what I mean by actionable?
Yeah, it's like you can act out of like the frames, right? Of
Yeah.
what you're doing.
You're not able to get as many actions out because you're waiting all the time. So yeah, practice fast falling through platforms and practice run off fast falling. Like, don't just run off. Think about like how much time you waste not fast falling there. Do like the quarter circle down motion, so that as soon as you're off the platform, you'll get a fast fall.
Oh, quarter circle down. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like
you
that?
run off and yeah, just run off fast fall. It's not as complex as I'm making it sound, but yeah, you can act at it. Like, there's so little landing lag.
Oh
You can
yeah.
just act right away.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Okay. And yeah, that's just gonna make your Ike look much faster and feel much faster, and that'll help you beat up on mid and low level players a lot.
Gotcha.
And also not get exploited by higher level ones.
I tried it.
It was a good idea. Yeah. I mean, you gotta do it in friendlies, right?
Yeah.
Just to get a feel for it. That's the biggest part of like improving that I feel like a lot of people miss is like they would miss that air dodge and then feel bad about themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really care as long as I'm getting better. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah. You want to think, okay, I learned that I can't do it from that range, so next time I'll do it a little bit closer. You know, don't be afraid to fail. That's the biggest part of it. I know that's just like general, you know, it feels like junk advice, but it's actually just so important.
No, you're completely right.
I don't treat friendlies like they're a match unless I'm specifically trying to practice how I play in a match. Nice, and you know you can fade that back to be safe. Right.
Oh yeah, fade back there.
You know Aether.
Oh,
like,
Aether?
Yeah, when you do neutral get up Aether, if you you can hit confirm it and either drift forward or drift back, and if you drift back you'll catch ledge and be almost completely safe. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It confirms I know you FGC player. I don't know if Nice. That was a really good air dodge. I expected quick draw. Makes me. Missed. I could have just countered. But most people will be going for down air there if they don't have a counter.
Right.
Killing with Nair will never feel right to me.
Oh yeah, it gets me sometimes. I'm like, I played when this game first came out, like on a friendly level, and I'm like, yeah, it just feels weird. Like yesterday, I killed somebody off Aether. Like I literally Aethered and then Aethered him again, and he died, and I was like, wow, okay.
Yeah, Aether's nasty.
That's me. Oh my, it's too late to be.
Yeah, you're not gonna both parry it and get hit by it. But I think you were just trying to drop shield, right?
Yeah, I was trying to drop shield and I parried it instead of.
So parries give you +3, you know that, right?
+3? I actually didn't know that. I knew it was plus on something, I just didn't know the exact frames. Okay.
They give you +3, but it's actually way better than that because they also get you out of shield for free. You know, shield drop is 11 frames, right?
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, so, and you know which options don't have that lag, don't you? It's
For Ike, I know
for everyone.
back there. Oh, I know. Is up smash? I think. Up
Yeah.
B. Up
Yep.
smash, up B, jump, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So any aerial, well, aerials have reframe jump squat,
Okay.
but you bypass the shield. So like back air at a shield is frame 10.
Right.
You know what I mean by jump squat?
Mm-hmm. It's when he like crouches onto the ground and then tries to get into the air. So
in past Smash games, there was different jump squat data for every character. I usually want to make sure you're air dodging up and towards stage, that it just goes straight to ledge.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all about learning the range with trial and error.
Gotcha.
What was I saying? Okay, yeah. So aerials at a shield, you add 3 to figure out how fast they are. For Ike, this
I think it's back air, right? Back air has to be the fastest.
Yeah, back air is frame 7, so it's frame 10 out of shield. However, it hits pretty high up, so it's still not a great out of shield option, except against heavies, where it's actually really good. Up B is, again, frame 15, because it completely bypasses those, and you don't have to jump squat for it. So it's okay, and the armor does come out on frame 5, which makes it really good as like an anti-mashing tool. If there's someone who like relies entirely on shield pressure that you're playing against, and you notice that their general habit is to hit your shield and then keep mashing on your shield, like Roy players, Fox players, Wolf players, then Aether could be a really good answer to that, because you'll armor their follow-up move. But you want to be careful with that, you know, because it's so committal. Other than that, you just... Ooh, that was stock. Other than that, you want to... I don't remember what I think. Fell out. That's why I don't Aether much.
I was trying to reverse it because I was trying to like do it to get back into the stage, but I was just a little too low, so I kind of ledge.
There you go. There's the fade back.
No, I don't have to jump.
Oh, did I take it? Yeah.
You jump.
Really careful double jumping at a Oh, I think I just caught you before you hit the ground, though. But yeah, in general, just be really careful double jumping out of combos. The Ike Ditto is weird in that like percentage barely matters. It's all about the stock count. We can kill each other at any percent, and we can also live to 150. It just depends on who finds the opening.
So
Ike in general is like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun ditto. I like it.
I love it.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I didn't need to do that. I'm sorry.
No, man, no. Honestly, dude, like I played against, I played against Click. I don't know if you know who Click is, but he's a pretty decent tournament in my area. And he played Wolf, and he literally just he's my friend. Like I go to ODU, I drove him to locals, and this man just completely disrespected me at Wolf, bro. This man put me on. Yeah, he put me in a highlight clip, bro.
Yeah, Wolf is
I thought I was gonna.
He'll mash on you.
Yeah, like he was mashing because I didn't even know like disadvantage state like last week, right? So like this man was just putting me on the highlight clip. I thought I was gonna be on Sports Center the next day. Like
the big thing about Wolf is he has so little in lag on his move that he can mash, and you'll be like, "Where's my opening? What can I punish?" And whenever you're feeling that way, you gotta form a game plan for it. And my game plan is usually wait in shield if they're not grabbing a lot. Like literally just wait, because eventually something's gonna be punishable. You gotta look at the frame data to find out what. But a lot of wolves will do like landing nair into up tilt or landing nair into F tilt, and the landing nair is not punishable at all. But the move that they follow up with, that they just mash on you, is punishable. You just wait for the punishable option, and you got to train yourself to react to it by just studying frame data and then playing against them a lot. That's what friendlies are for.
Okay.
Wolf is one of those characters where if you don't have the knowledge base to fight them, you're just gonna lose.
Yeah.
There's a lot of characters like that in Smash.
Yeah. And I mean, I played against like I played against like a couple day one wolves in my school because that's like just a running joke. It's just like, hey man, I got a day one wolf, bro.
Yeah, Wolf. He's not that hard. You can just mash with him.
Oh man, that was gonna catch me. I should have.
Yeah, I would quick draw that situation
Mm-hmm.
because it's unreactable. If I do it perfectly there, there's no getting back to ledge, but you can make it a lot harder for me. Eruption is a great tool, by the way. Don't get me wrong. A lot of Ikes rely on it too much, but it's really good.
Oh, I was trying to jump out of there. I don't know why it didn't come out.
You already used your double jump.
Oh, I didn't. I thought it reset.
Yeah, you were gonna have
Keep
to
it in mind.
Aether. I actually got hit on purpose because I was gonna counter your Aether after.
Ah.
Okay, so you put yourself in a really bad position there. I didn't punish it properly.
I was being really risky because I was like, it just looks odd, so I don't think he was gonna be ready for it.
So yeah, you see how much I just waited there? And you didn't know what to do. Because like I can quick draw onto the stage, I can go to ledge. Like Ike actually has a good amount of mix when he's sent high like that. So you just want to make sure you're being as ambiguous as possible with your move. And preserving your resources. But quick draw to like ledges. Don't underrate quick draw to ledge. It's good.
I love that for it. So it's really
It's so
good.
good.
It feels really good.
It's one of those moves that's like pseudo safe on shield. It's minus, I believe like 16, no 17. So not safe, but it pushes people's shields really far away.
It has a nice pushback. I like that.
Yeah, most characters can't punish it. It can't be shield grabbed like ever. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, characters like Chrom and like Ike, you know, can Aether. The good thing about Aether, right? Like it's frame 15, so it's slow, but God,
Like
it has so much range. Yeah,
scoop and hitbox.
the scoop hitbox is massive. It's really, really good.
It raided my brother because he'll like literally cross me up, and like I'll just reverse it because it'll cross up burn knuckle.
Oh yeah. Terry shouldn't be burn knuckling in field though.
I know I mean he just falls for it. It is what it is. I played against him so much. It's just like I know his habits. That's why I'm trying to play against more people than just my brother.
Definitely, yeah. I play
I
against my
just
girlfriend a lot.
know his habits, and I know he's better than me at the game because he's actually played Smash competitively for a much longer time. But I just know what he does before he does, and he's like gets annoyed. He's like.
Yeah, my girlfriend and I lived together, and we got into Smash at the same time. So we've played each other so much that it literally comes down to habits.
Right.
And you're not playing Smash anymore. You're just like mind gaming each other the whole time.
Yeah, this is what it comes down to.
That's why it's so important to get experience elsewhere. Either at locals or online. Preferably at locals, but you know, it's very hard to find experience for 76 characters at locals. That was a good idea. No. Okay, well, I'll just give it to you. That was a good idea, Eruption, and you position yourself well. It's just really hard to react.
Yeah, on
Wi-Fi and offline, yeah. So,
I gotta stop using dash attack as a follow-up. I know it's a habit of mine.
You said you love F tilt, right?
Yeah, I gotta F tilt. You can like cancel it, right? Press down.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can dash cancel. You either press down or you flick back. Yeah, it's like this. Hold on, don't hit me for a minute. It's the same input as a RAR, but instead of jumping, you just F tilt, and you see how much I slid there.
Yeah.
And it's much safer than dash attack. They actually have about the same frame safety, but dash attack doesn't push shield nearly as much. So F tilt in practice becomes much safer. Alright. You can also dash cancel down tilt, but it's really difficult. You have to hit like a very specific position on the stick. Turn around. So I haven't really practiced that one. I missed.
Oh, nice. caught where I was gonna go. I jumped too early. Should just let you wait with your option, then make a decision.
For my friends.
So when people say Ike's disadvantage sucks, go back to random stage, by the way.
Okay, got you.
They're talking about his recovery somewhat, though I think Ike's recovery is actually in the top half of characters. Actually not bad at all. But the main thing
quick
is...
Quick draw is pretty good.
Yeah,
He got good air
Quick Draw's
speed.
broken. Quick Draw's really good. I think Quick Draw's one of the best side Bs in the game, but no one ever listens about it. But the main thing is he has a frame 4 air dodge, which is the worst in the game. So he's incredibly juggleable, and a lot of things are going to be true on him that aren't true on other characters. Like up throw fair is completely true on Ike, and not true on a lot of the cast. So at Hypersense, I usually go for that against Ike. Was good. Waited and then he reacted. Yeah, another unsafe dash attack that gains you what? 15% if you hit it?
Doesn't give me anything.
can-
Quick draw.
Yeah, you want to usually quick draw, but I can tell you're just trying to feel out an option. But yeah, I wouldn't, hold it against you there.
Okay, that was interesting. Definitely did not mean to do that, but we'll take those.
Yeah, down air on shield is pretty safe. It's like -9. Especially if you space it. It has the same frame data as Captain Falcon's.
Yeah, that's why people underrate it so much. But when I looked at the frames, like I was like, why do y'all dislike this one?
It's not that safe. That's the main thing. Falcon's is safer.
Yeah.
But it does combo start like insanely well. And also, I think the other thing is Ike just has better combo starters.
Oh, no, Mary is just amazing and up here.
Yep.
As well, and down tilt.
Oh yeah.
That's why I wanted to pick him. And also because I just have fun playing him other than the other sorties. So I was trying other sorties and I was playing Cloud for a little bit, but I don't know, bro. It just is not my style.
Yeah, Ike feels super deliberate to me. Cloud feels super mashy.
Yeah, that's what I felt like with Cloud too. It's just not my style of playing. Like when I play fighting games, I like picking kind of the slow characters with like the big hitboxes.
Yeah.
So like in Tekken, I play Claudia, as I said.
I can't mash.
Right.
What kind of lying ass freeze frame screen was that? You were at 100 to forward air.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, man. At least you got it on video.
No, it just happens all the time. For some reason forward air like just gives you freeze frames. I don't know.
Right.
That wasn't killing for another like 50%. It didn't make any sense. It just lies.
I have a lot of fun playing this guy. I don't know. He just I feel like it just fits on my fingers. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I feel the same way. Just kind of clicked. Haven't gone back.
Yeah. And
Play
plus I
some
played
other
him as like
characters,
a
but-
little kid.
I didn't.
I
I haven't
gotta-
even played the Fire Emblem games, dude. I'm a big fan.
I haven't played his one. I played Awakening. That's it.
I played the first like couple hours of Phoenix game, and it seemed pretty good. It's like a huge time commitment.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't really grab much at all, and you need to start fixing that. Just like the air dodge thing, you gotta go for it to know when it's gonna work. You gotta feel it out. You
And
just
plus,
gotta
like,
trial and error it.
Plus, everybody knows I'm not like mixing up tomahawks in my neutral.
Yeah.
They're just good all the time.
Tomahawks are good. It's not the only way to get a grab. Good starting point for sure. Grabbing as a whiff punish is good. One thing about grab is it's the same exact frame as down tilt. Those situations where you would down tilt, grab can be really good because it covers more options. Because, it catches shield.
Alright. Keep that in mind. Oh, I saw it.
But yeah, the main ways I find grabs are tomahawks and whiff punishes. Ike's dash grab is alright. It just doesn't have range. Frame 7. Or his normal grab's frame 7 actually. His second fastest in the game. Like, there's a huge tie at 6 for fastest, and then 7's the second. So it's not bad. Just needs more range, dude.
It's better than Robin, so I don't know. I played that character for a little bit.
Is it?
Yeah, it's garbage.
She's also just so slow.
I just wish it was faster. Okay, I was
Character I have like the least fun playing against.
Oh, I hate playing against Shotos, dude. They mess me up every time.
The forward air is also a good neutral option you can mix in. It's -9 on shield, so it can't. Well, okay, it's usually gonna be able to be shield grabbed because a lot of times you'll use it.
It got more range horizontally.
It's close to the same, but it's slightly better, yeah. So if you space it, it's safe. But it can be just a pretty good don't you dare jump. Because it's pretty fast, it's like frame 11.
Oh wow, the Nair killed me. There it is.
So yeah, parry grabs, whiff punish grabs, and then, you know, we have really good grab combos. Especially on stages with platforms, you want to make sure you're working on down throw, up air, fair. That's going to be a huge damage combo.
Oh, lost it.
Yeah, so
right
that
there.
you need a sweet spot ledge. Most of the time, because you'll have way fewer vulnerable frames there.
Okay.
Actually, let me play someone other than Ike.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna play a Joker and just focus on whiff punishing you.
Okay.
And what I want you to do is focus on what unsafe moves get you punished here.
Okay.
And start thinking about risk reward a little bit more. Again, I'm gonna send you the VOD of this after.
Okay.
And it can usually be really good just to see to see what's punishing you. I mean, if you really want, you can even go like move by move and write down everything that gets you punished. And that'll really hammer it home. You know? My Joker's not as polished as my Ike. I just have trouble killing with this character. Nice, that was a good grab. Nice, you caught my double jump. Unfortunate. I'll give you that one.
Yeah, I try to fast forward.
It happens.
Stage, yeah.
Parry down smash. That is an option. That was a true punish. But down tilt's generally going to be your best bet.
Yeah.
Because you get both more damage and it's less committal. I'm not able to just whip punish you. You actually have to get neutral. So I am having to feel you out. Wow, these down smashes just calling out.
Dude,
It's a
I
Joker
don't mean
thing,
them.
yeah.
Oh, I don't mean that forward air I meant. But that down smash, you know. Like I'm getting really lucky with the Wi-Fi right now.
These grabs are good, by the way. You're putting pressure on me to bait out a shield, and then going for a grab. What you should do. Ike is really good at pressuring in the corner. It's because Nair covers everything. It can be really hard to retake center from Ike.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's one to write down even if I didn't get the punish. Not used to the range.
Try to forward tilt and cancel it.
Yeah, that can be good. It's not the worst to dash stack there. I mean, want the kill. You just gotta be aware. Like, I should have up smashed you at a shield instead of grabbing. That is reactable, but it's rough online. I don't blame you for going for that. Man, I don't know why I don't ever up smash that shield with Joker. It's just not my muscle memory. This Ike
Yeah,
sub
probably
smash
not.
is so bad.
Yeah, honestly, but it's good at like mixing up. That's what I use it.
It's alright, it just doesn't kill when I think it should. Very inconsistent.
Oh man,
Unfortunate.
yeah, I try to get on the platform, but I fell through it.
Don't forget this feeling.
Yeah, I mean that you land on that platform, you just get back aired anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, generally just like reacting with a quick draw to ledge there is gonna be your
Mhm.
option, or you can air dodge.
Gotcha.
We stopped getting Kalos? Dang. You guys 3 Kalos in a row? Are we on random?
Yeah, I'm on random.
Crazy. So yeah, I would practice platform combos, but again, that's advanced stuff. But you know, you're
I can hit him. It's just I'm not being able to hit him online because like I don't play online a lot. I play really just in person with people like on my monitor. So like playing online, and even though it's not too bad because I do have Ethernet, but it just feels weird.
Yeah, no, it's different for sure. There's a lot less
Like even
reacting.
Tekken feels weird. Like I noticed I'm missing a lot of my text and I shouldn't be.
Yeah, there's a lot less reacting, a lot more predicting.
Yeah, anticipation, honestly.
Predicting and option coverage, biggest things. That's good. Good pressure. Gotta keep it safe. Good. That was a really good air dodge, because a lot of jokers will go for a counter there, you know? And air dodge will bypass that. Put you in a good position to take center, which should be your goal most of the time, especially in this matchup. You want to hold center. You want to make sure you're DIing out on that.
Yeah, now.
Yeah. Joker can actually loop you forever if you don't DI out.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to DI out and usually hold air dodge.
I'm gonna try calling out your jump. I was just a little bit too late.
Yeah, it also wouldn't engage you that. I mean, you might have been able to retake center, so it might have been worth it. So, I didn't have any options. I shouldn't have gone out there at all.
Alright.
Dash grab.
Yeah, I had the right idea though.
Yeah, you did. Man, I don't know why. It's just so unnatural to me to try to shield. You're actually in a very good position to win this game right now. Egg with rage, terrifying.
Oh my gosh, that buffered after I did the side B.
Yeah, you might have just been dead.
Yeah, I might have.
You used your double jump and I went way out there to like force you
gone.
It's a quick draw.
Yeah,
Okay.
like all you can do if you don't have a double jump there is either Aether, which you die, or
Mhm.
air dodge, which you definitely wouldn't have made it back. So I'm pretty sure you were just dead there.
Gotcha.
All right, one more and then we've hit the hour. But
All right.
I'll still answer any questions you got last minute.
Just mainly like, what should I do in like practice mode? Just to like, basically just improve on things. Like, what is the things I need to improve on, and like, what's the thing that would you do in that situation?
So a big thing is like you notice how I'm getting a ton off of parries.
Yeah.
That's because you're not safely spacing your areas as much as you could.
Okay.
You want to make sure that you're landing your nair at the tip, because you can combo it from anywhere. Like you don't have to worry about like getting the right hitbox or whatever. So it's really important that you make it as safe as possible. Even though it's safe on shield, it's actually unpunishable if you face it. Like on parry most of the time.
Mhm.
So you want to make sure you're spacing. It's a huge deal. Because I'm getting like half of my openings from parrying you.
Gotcha. And how would you practice spacing in training mode or anything like that?
You could, I mean, there's no reason you can't practice it on a computer. They'll do out of shield options. You can do it on a level 9 CPU or something.
Okay.
But yeah, just make sure you land. I mean, it's easiest to practice in a match or in a friendly. Just make sure you're trying to land as far spaced as possible. You know, it's just something you want to be aware of at all times. Every time you get punished for it, you need to be, you know, going, okay, next time don't do that. And then slowly working into your brain that way.
Yeah.
Over frame 4, massive hitbox counter for some reason. Yeah, that doesn't really work against the tether. Nice.
Yeah, I try to cover. Like,
Yeah, that was good.
roll there.
I covered roll and I did jump and mash, which it covers too. You have no double jump, you're in trouble. Yeah, you're just dead.
Yep.
That's a big deal, you know?
Well, on to the
Watch
next
that
I
double
gotta
jump.
save that. I
That was
gotta save that.
That was a quick game. We
Okay, gotcha. I'll probably go for you, like, just a heads up, I might go for you less, like, bi-weekly, probably.
Okay.
If that's cool, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
alright.
Choose your fighter.
Like, I feel like I learned. I've been writing stuff down and stuff like that, so
Yeah, it's
definitely
great.
gonna hit this. I'll take a break first because I think I should just. It's a lot to digest at once, but then I'll
Yeah.
definitely hit.
Yeah, right now I think the biggest thing is, you know, work on your movement, work on your fundies, and then come back to me when you feel like you've made a little progress, and we can give you a new set of things to work on. But the biggest thing is safely spacing aerials. Just keep grinding out movement. And be aware of what you punished. That's the biggest thing I feel like people don't talk about is like, they'll talk about, oh, this is how you read your opponent, but they won't think about, oh, this is how my opponent is reading me, which is a huge deal.
Ooh, I tried to make that should just be a quick draw. I
Yeah.
got that.
You want a quick draw like 75% of the time, I'd say. But it's just good to know what your other mix options are. Quick draw is definitely our best recovery option, but you know, you just can't do it every time. Yeah, the biggest thing that I struggle with is playing as characters who are super safe on shield.
Right.
Because they just want to Aether everything. And you just can't. That was a good air dodge.
Oh, I could have countered that.
You could have, but you know, shielding it and down tilting is also really good. You just got to practice down tilt, up air, down tilt, back air. Or in that case, down to a fair would have probably worked. We can go into more complex concepts like ledge trapping next time.
Gotcha.
And edge guarding. I do have a
I think
video.
I learned a little bit from that edge trapping video, but there was also this one video for YouTube. I think it was Mikey D. Luffy, and he made a good like analysis on like ledge trapping that I've been watching. It's basically just trying to cover every single option.
Yep.
Like I know I can nair if they try to get like usually get up or even jump and hit them, but then I can also like fall back and then like use side forward tilt to cover if they roll.
Yep.
So that's what I've been practicing a little bit.
Another good one, and I'm not playing Ike, but if hold on a sec, yeah, let go of me.
Gotcha.
If they're recovering and you shield right here, technically you can react to everything if you're perfect.
Cool.
You can grab, you can reverse Aether if they roll, and reverse Aether actually usually catches jump too.
Yeah, because scoops.
Yep. You could also, you know, if you want to complicate it, you could up air, you could back air, or forward air. But if you want to simplify ledge trapping as much as possible, you can honestly break it down to grab or reverse Aether, and that'll cover literally everything. And if they ledge hang, you down tilt them, and then you back air them, and they die at 60. So yeah, that's the basics of ledge trapping. We can get more complex with it later, but. Good air dodge. Just a little late. You could have made that, but I know you were trying to dodge the lasers. Okay, you have no double jump, so you're in a really bad spot. You did a good job staying calm and getting back.
Right.
But yeah, if you use your double jump and your air dodge, man, you're in trouble.
Right.
You're good, but
Oh man, there's one more thing I need to cover with you.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's jump back
you're
in
the
the game.
teach. You're the teach.
Yeah. No, I just realized I hadn't said it yet.
Okay.
We hit an hour, but this is super important. Practice it.
Okay.
Fast fall neutral air dodge. I'm sure you've heard of it at this point. Really good option.
Choose your fighter.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I need to see what it looks like.
So this is your safest landing option with like 100% of the cast. And it's not intuitive, so a lot of players don't know about it.
Okay.
So if you're being juggled, right?
Go.
You'll think that your options are just jump or air dodge or neutral air dodge, right? Now, the hidden fourth option is fast fall neutral air dodge.
Oh yeah. Okay, I've seen
Yeah.
that before. There's a snake player that's one of my friends that does that all the time.
Yeah,
He
it's
covers
super
really
annoying with
high
Snake.
and does that. Yeah.
Because he can up tilt right after. Because for some reason Snake just doesn't have landing lag.
So how do I practice that?
You just do it over and over again. You can act right out of it, and you can act faster than if you, or you can't act faster, but you fall much faster than if you air dodge down. And air dodging down generally is less actionable. Like, you know that there's way more lag after a directional air dodge than a neutral air dodge, right?
Yeah, a lot.
That doesn't really matter in this case. The main thing is just that you get to the ground as fast as possible, which should always be your case when you're being juggled. You always want to get to the ground. You always want to take center if you can. Holding center is a huge deal, and this can be your best way to get down to it. You want to fast fall first and then neutral air dodge.
Okay.
Because you can't fast fall during an air dodge, and
Mm-hmm.
but you can neutral air dodge during a fast fall. Yeah. That's super safe way. Like if I'm trying to up air you,
Mm-hmm.
oh look, you landed, and now you're just as actionable as me. So yeah, really
Okay.
important. Okay, that's like an hour and 10
All
minutes.
right.
So I think we're good to go for this lesson.
All right.
Of
Appreciate you, Solo. Appreciate you.
course, I appreciate the patronage. So do you have any closing questions?
Do you have like any like drills just to recommend besides like just what is it? I guess I use fast wonder share short hopping
Your
too.
skills are remarkable.
The answer is yes, but not yet.
Okay.
I would mainly focus on the things I told you.
Gotcha.
If you feel like you have all of that down, you have your disadvantage down,
Mhm.
then you can start practicing down tilt back air, down tilt up air,
Okay.
platform stuff. Like you saw my video about how to do platform stuff on PS2. That's
Yeah.
super important.
I got that down. It was surprising how I got that down. But yeah, I
Yeah,
learned
it's
that.
not that hard.
Yeah.
The like nair ladders are not that hard. Down tilt
Right.
back air is kind of hard. Down
Yeah,
tilt up
that's what I've
air
been.
is pretty damn hard actually.
Right. I've been trying to get those down consistently.
But it is important. But
All
yeah,
right.
no, I think the drills I told you. Practice your movement, practice
Mhm.
recovering, practice being aware. Um,
Gotcha.
the biggest thing is you want to free up brain space as much as
Mhm.
possible, and that means being as comfortable as possible with your character. Because
Gotcha.
if you have to think about recovering every time, then you're
Mhm.
not going to be
Not
able to think
comfortable.
about you're not going to be able to think about what your opponent is doing to cover you.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like any fighting game, man. All right.
Yep.
This is a good lesson. Thank you. If
Glad
I
you
get a
liked it.
VOD this weekend, if I go to the locals like Thursday, I'll make sure I
Yeah.
save the VOD and I'll send it to you. They'll probably have it on stream if I get on the stream setup.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Save your VODs.
all right, I'll let you know.
Just so you know, I do have a coaching reviews channel if you're feeling like dropping a review in there.
Okay.
You should have
Most
permission to
definitely.
write in there as a student.
Okay.
And yeah, I appreciate you. Thanks for I got your payment, so we're all squared away.
All right, cool, man. I may see you in 2 weeks if I get this down. All
All
right,
right,
I'll
cool.
keep in
Feel
touch.
free to pop by viewer battles, get some more practice.
All right, thanks, bro.
All right, bye.
See you later.